joined first by goalkeeper Pedro Gallese. Pedro, just start us off with your initial thoughts of the match.
Pedro, si puede empezar con tus pensamientos del partido.
Bueno, la realidad, más allá del partido, es que estamos en una mala racha. Es cierto que todavía falta mucho campeonato, muchos juegos por disputar, pero el corazón que se puso hoy en el juego, estando con un hombre menos, es se valora mucho del equipo. Pero bueno, el fútbol es como la vida, ¿no? Hay momentos que la estás pasando mal en la vida y tienes que afrontar y seguir para adelante. El fútbol es igual. En este momento la estamos pasando mal, pero creo que hay equipo con que revertir esto.
Yeah, well, I think the reality of the game is and overall is that we're in a bad run right now. We're in a bad run, but there's still plenty of games left that we have to fight for and continue pushing forward. I think when you look at how we played after going down a man and taking that into our heart, I think it says a lot about this team, the way we fought in those last 70 or so minutes. But football is like life, right? In life, you've got tough moments, and you just have to face those moments and push forward and move ahead. And that's what this team is going to have to do.
Go ahead, Austin.
Pedro, obviously the early goal was not the right start for this team. Just what did you see on that play that kind of led to the goal?
El gol rápido fue difícil, claro, pero de tu perspectiva, ¿qué miraste en el gol de ellos?
Bueno, fue un gol demasiado rápido. Nos agarraron, se podría decir, no concentrados. Puedo decir cualquier cosa, pero la realidad es que esto no tiene que volver a pasar, y ya lo hablaremos seguro con todos los jugadores.
Yeah, I mean, it was a goal that was so incredibly quick, right? But you can say we weren't concentrated at the start, or you can say anything, right? But the reality is that can't be allowed to happen, and that's something that we talked about amongst the players as well.
Go ahead, Michael.
Pedro, following up on that, the early goals that Orlando has conceded this season has been an ongoing problem. I know you guys talk about it, but what do you think realistically can change so that this doesn't keep happening going forward?
Siguiendo de esa pregunta, hay goles rápidos durante toda la temporada, esta temporada, y lo sé que ustedes hablan de eso, pero de tu perspectiva, ¿qué crees que tiene que cambiar? Así que este equipo no está faltando goles en los primeros 15 minutos.
Podría decir la actitud, pero creo que hoy hemos demostrado qué actitud tenemos. Creo que pasa más por lo que queremos salir a proponer, adelantamos un poco más las líneas. Nos agarraron mal parados, la realidad nos agarraron mal parados y nos están haciendo ese tipo de goles en los primeros minutos del partido.
Yeah, I mean, you could say it's attitude, but I think if you look at how we played the rest of the game today, you can say that this team has that attitude as well, that we can go out there and put up that fight. I think maybe in those first minutes we're faltering a little bit. We're trying to push a certain way instead of playing ourselves. But this team just has to fix that and try and be ourselves.
Luis Carlos Pineda.
Sí, gracias, Pedro. Buenas noches. Quería preguntarte, en el segundo tiempo hubo un cambio con el equipo, salieron a guerrearla, como se dice. ¿Qué fue lo que se habló con Pareja, con el profe, en ese entretiempo, que salieron ustedes más a quizás no proponer, pero a manejar mejor el partido ofensivamente? Gracias.
Bueno, se dijo muchas cosas. Una de ellas era que hay que poner mucha actitud. Estando con un hombre menos se iba a complicar, pero creo que desde el primer tiempo tuvimos chances de gol. En el segundo tiempo también lo tuvimos, estuvimos a punto de empatarlo. Pero yo creo que después que el gol que nos hicieron, la actitud del equipo fue muy buena. Pero no basta, ¿no? Son rachas que uno a veces agarra y estoy convencido que esto se le va a dar vuelta.
Yeah, I think Oscar said a lot of things, right? One thing that he said was the attitude of this team after going down to 10 men was something that we had in the first half, and that we were going to have to continue putting into the second half. We had, I think, in the first half after that moment, you saw we were able to create chances. We were able to create a lot of chances of goal in the second half too. We just weren't able to finish them and get to that. But those are moments at the end of the day that you have to take advantage of when they come.
Go next to the front row.
Ok, hola Pedro, Camilo Rincón desde Olavip, Colombia. Quería preguntarle por Luis Fernando Muriel, el impacto que ha tenido en el equipo, cómo ha sido, y si creen que o hay esperanza de gol con él ahí en el ataque.
Sí, Luis está adaptándose al campeonato. Tenemos que estar ahí pacientes con él. Es un gran jugador, tiene mucha calidad, por algo tiene tantos años en Europa, ha estado en su selección también, y con él creo que una vez que esté a punto seguro que nos va a ayudar mucho.
Yeah, Luis is a great player. He's got such a great quality. He's played for years in Europe. So many games of experience there with the Colombian national team as well. And I think he's at a point where he's adjusting, and we're sure that he's going to be able to help us a lot. Last question.
Finish up with Austin.
Pedro, obviously within this game, you lose Rodri to the red card, and then both fullbacks get injured and have to come off. So a lot of adjustment in that back line. How impressed were you with just the ability of this back line and the defense to be able to continue to play despite so many changes within that back line, and just continue to keep their focus?
Un partido difícil en la defensa con la tarjeta roja y lesiones de los dos laterales en el partido. ¿Qué crees de su habilidad de los defensores para enfocar después de esos cosas en lo mismo partido?
Sí, bueno, lastimosamente se nos lastimaron dos laterales. También tuvimos la roja, pero eso que no quiere decir que ellos tuvieron la culpa, que tuvimos la culpa de la roja. La roja era un mano a mano, una jugada de mano a mano conmigo. Por ahí que seguro si no lo cortaba era el segundo gol y iba a ser muy difícil remontar el 2-0. Con 1-0 estuvimos ahí, estuvimos a punto de empatarlo. Pero creo que la responsabilidad es de todos y todos vamos a sacar esto.
Yeah, I think in those moments, right? Like you said, both fullbacks got injured and had to come out of the game. We had the red card. I want to say right now that I don't put the blame on any one person for the red card. It was man on man, and then you've got a situation where if he's able to score that, then we're down 2, and it'd be incredibly difficult to come back from that 2-0. At 1-0, we were right there in the game with a chance to grab it. So I think in terms of all that, everybody's gotta take it on themselves to not let that happen. Gracias, Pedro.
Gracias.
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
All right, next we are joined by Mikey Halliday. Thanks for the time. Just start us off with your initial thoughts after the match.
Nothing much more than just want to win. Obviously, I'm not happy right now. I don't think anyone is, but we tried, but it's got to be better. We got to win.
Go ahead, Austin.
Mikey, you obviously came into a very tricky situation, red card, injury, etc. What was kind of your mentality heading into the match when you came in?
I just want to play. So going in, no matter what the situation is, I'm just going to do my hardest and just play the game I love.
Go next to Michael Citro.
Mikey, thanks for your time. Just curious to get your perspective on the play where you kind of snuck in the back post and the ball was there, defender was there. Sort of looked like the ball got caught up underneath both of you. You know what play I'm talking about?
Which one?
So the ball.
Sorry.
So you came in from the right, and the
in
ball was there. You kind of got knocked down by the defender. You were on the ball for like a
Oh,
second.
the first half. The end of the first half.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just kind of bounced around. I tried to just hit. I tried to do everything I could, just kick it, just towards goal. But his foot was there, and then just got caught up. There's nothing I can do.
Mike Ramajo.
Mikey, obviously, not the result you guys were looking to get out of. You've been with the club now for quite some time now.
Yeah.
You've kind of seen bad runs. The team's gone through some bad runs in past seasons. Obviously, one right now with the current start of the season, only 2 wins in the first 10 regular season games. Just from your perspective, how is this run in a way? How are you guys kind of looking at this run, hoping that you guys can find that corner where you guys can kind of start stringing up some victories, or especially after a loss like tonight?
Yeah, it's tough. It's definitely tough, but we're all aware of it, and we all know we need to do better. And it's not much more we can do than just keep going. And I mean, it's happened before in the past. We've turned it around, but there's no excuses. There's nothing. We just gotta turn it around.
Anybody else? Austin.
Play from the second half obviously was a lot more productive, a lot more positive. How much can you take from that, despite not getting the result you wanted, but the performance itself taking away into the next game?
I think what we can take out of this game is our mentality was good, just to keep going with 10 men versus 11 most of the game, and just the fact that we just kept pushing, and that's it. Yeah, nothing more.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike Ramajo.
Obviously, you kind of just said it there earlier. You just wanted to play today. With the 2 fullbacks basically go out with injury. Normally, you would see Kyle Smith go in there. What was this week in training looking like in regards to making sure you were obviously ready for this moment, especially tonight, considering the circumstances with the other guys?
Yeah, I go out each game the same. Like I said, I want to play, so I prepare like I want to play. I train like I want to play, and just do everything I can. It's the coach's decision in the end, but I just give my all.
We'll go and wrap up with Shane in the back.
Mikey, how frustrated is it from a team perspective? You give up the goal in the first minute, then you play 80 minutes with 10 guys and keep it that way, and then it's equal, and you get plenty of chances, but nothing goes in the back of the net.
Yeah, it's tough. Seemed like everything was going against us as a team. None of us want that first play to happen. It can't happen for all of us. It's something that we just gotta. I mean, we did well to keep going after that, but it's frustrating that nothing more came of it.
Great. Thank you, Mikey.
All right, thank you.
Recording in progress.
All right, finally, we're joined by head coach Oscar Perea. Oscar, just give us your initial thoughts after the match.
Another frustrating night because the result, obviously, at this point where we are with the urgency to add points, is the feeling that we all had in the locker room. But I think the effort and the character of the players just demonstrate that we still brave and we're trying to bounce back. Regarding the game, I thought we were the best team, but that doesn't give us anything. And very frustrated with the call on the goal that it was taken out from us. I don't know why they did not go and see it, since we have technology and we can have a space to take time and make good decisions. At this point in my reviewing as well, it's just very doubtful. Those 2 dark moments in the first minute and the other one with the red card just kept us out from the result. And that's what just makes us very, very sad and frustrated. Other than that, I told the players what I saw on the pitch. It was a team with heart, with character. And our fans today in the stadium as well deserve it. We're very proud of them as well, because they didn't stop to push in the team. So we gotta keep going, navigating this difficult time, like has not happened to us, for me here in Orlando. But our heart is intact and we need to push.
We'll go here to Austin, David.
Oscar, conceding in the first minute is never ideal, but it's been a somewhat of a theme so far at the start of the season, just early goals. I know we've kind of talked about this in the past, but what have you kind of seen that has maybe contributed to it?
That one moment when the game just started and a play that we recognize from them, the movement that the forward makes in front of our central back and the number 10 runs in behind, something that we were aware and we were not good enough to control it. It was pure lack of concentration.
Next to Michael Citro.
Oscar, thanks for your time. About 10 minutes to go. Cincinnati's Halsey takes a second yellow, puts them down a man as well. What do you do tactically as a coach when you've been outnumbered the whole game? They're now on level terms. You know, how do you sort of redeploy your team and try to go and find that equalizer?
We changed in the defense of 3 when we got a red card with Rodrigo. And we play with wing backs. That, by the way, the boys did it very well. It looked good. They looked very balanced, and also we accommodate the pieces so we can have opportunity to bounce back in the game and avoid them to have the ball or opportunities to score. And I think that objective was accomplished. We didn't score though, which is obviously what we're looking for. But then when they get the red card, I wanted just to have the 2 central backs again and then push Wilder in front of them so he can push Cesar. That way we can advance another forward or another midfielder, in this case Lodeiro, higher in the pitch. But didn't happen much. I thought we were playing better before.
To the middle to Mike Gramajo.
Oscar, obviously not the result that you guys were looking to get out tonight. I guess a 2-in-1 question. How are Dagger Dan and Rafael Santos looking like right now after going down with those 2 injuries? And just your thoughts overall on the substitutions that were able to come in for these 2 guys and basically kind of keep the team looking for that result, especially in the second half.
Right. Well, the subs, they did a tremendous job adapting to the game as he was at that moment and playing with 10. I think they did a very good job. Michael did it when we dropped Ivan in the flank and then playing as a wing back. I think he did a terrific job also. His effort and his generosity with the game and knowing that he needed to do almost 2 jobs, he did well, and Michael the same. Replacing Rafa and Dagur in the same game, it's not an easy task for them, but I have to recognize that the boys did a good job on that part. At the moment, we're just waiting. Too early for me to tell you exactly what's happening with them. It seems like Dagur has late symptoms, and we wait what is the diagnosis from him. And Rafa, apparently he dislocated his shoulder, and I was waiting to move him back, and no, it was not possible.
Next to Luis Carlos Pineda.
Profe, buenas noches. Quería preguntarle sobre el cambio que hizo de Martín Ojeda. Lo sacó un jugador de ataque. Era más para un poco aguantar la defensa con Bret Halsey. Y si le funcionó, eso es 1. Y 2, ¿qué le podría decir usted a Luis Muriel, que entró hoy en el segundo tiempo, un jugador con mucha categoría, con mucha jerarquía y un poco como que se entró en una sequía de goles? ¿Qué hace usted para motivar al locker room? Muchísimas gracias.
Bueno, mira, de ahora la primera, Luis. Bueno, lo de Martín, bueno, lo saqué sin ganas porque no lo quería sacar a Martín. Estaba jugando bien. Martín ha tenido unos partidos muy buenos, está tomando una forma muy interesante. Talking about the reasons why we took took off Martin, and I said I took him off without wanting it. He was playing well then, but we needed to compensate those win backs from them, and trying to give them solidness or give the team solidness in that flank. And we may lose an attacker, but we win balance. And then I thought that's what the boys did. And then unfortunately for Martin, he had to get off of the game, and with no reason other than just tactical things. And the other question with Muriel, I think he understands the demandings of the league and the needs of the team too. That is not a secret for us, starting from the coach, that I need to win games. This is not a secret for anyone that been sitting in the seat of the coach. So we embrace that responsibility with honor and also with bravery. So I need to win games, and the players needs to do their job well, and they know. And your question about Muriel, I think he's recognizing what he needs to do in this league and in this team to step up and help us and give us a hand.
Well, then back to Shane.
Oscar, you guys have dropped 5 of your first 10. You're well aware of that. It's a tough run of play, but you guys have played pretty good soccer. You said it. This hasn't happened to you since you've been in Orlando City. So how do you navigate through this and just get a win to get going?
Right, very painful. These 2 games here in front of our fans is the thing that hurts the most. It really, thanks for recognizing. I think is true. I don't want to be very generous with myself or with the players when we don't deserve it. But the boys have been playing well. But we need to win games. Something I'm not doing right, and from my seat that I'm the one who is at front in this journey, and I'm looking for reasons and looking for ways to find our way back, and the players are doing the same. I don't recognize any other way to get out of these moments other than just work, keep the discipline, keep pushing. What happened is that it's much easier when you get results, and it's way harder when you don't get results, and you still need a lot of things to get better. And that's where we are today. And that's when it seems like sometimes the ball bounced in the other way. And but we're going to push. I feel very, very, very bad for our fans. Losing at home is terrible. And you know me all, and our fans know me as well, and my players as well. I'm in front of this, and we'll see how we look for a way back to our best version. But we'll keep working.
We'll wrap up here in the front row.
Hola Oscar, aquí desde Colombia. ¿Cómo vamos? ¿Todo bien?
Qué bacano.
Tengo que obligatoriamente preguntar por Muriel.
Sí.
¿Cómo están manejando la adaptación de él? Porque quizás se ve que le está costando, ¿no? Sí. Y no sé si lo están motivando de alguna manera, lo están llevando poco a poco. Bueno, ¿cómo están manejando la adaptación de él? Y la otra es, lleva ya más de 10 años dirigiendo por fuera. No sé si en algún momento ha pensado o le gustaría dirigir en Colombia, si quizás un Independiente Medellín, un Atlético Nacional, bueno, esas 2 preguntas.
Bueno, pues primero me alegra mucho verlos acá y aprovecho para saludar también a todo mi país y saber que siempre soy muy orgulloso de representar a Colombia. Me alegra y me da tristeza que vengan un partido que no ganamos, pero así está esto. Encuentras un entrenador ya con muchos años acá en los Estados Unidos y muy agradecido con este país de la oportunidad, pero también muy orgulloso de mi país. Y bueno, pues yo creo que ya sabes cómo es de dinámico este trabajo, ¿no? si no si gano un partido, pues va a ser más rápido que, no, que tarde, pero algún día seguramente habrá una oportunidad de regresar. Lo de Muriel, Luis es un gran profesional, ha estado casi 10, 12 años en Europa y eso no es gratis. Tenemos un gran respeto por él. La adaptación de los delanteros se hace cuando hacen goles y a pesar de que él está buscando las mejores formas, pues todavía no se le da el gol, entonces la frustración se incrementa, ¿cierto? Pero ya está, le estamos buscando la vuelta, él está haciendo su esfuerzo, ha reconocido porque el diagnóstico que él hace con la liga es correcto, es una liga dinámica, difícil y hay que adaptarse bien. Así que estamos ayudándole físicamente con todo lo que requiere y seguramente los buenos momentos vendrán para él.
Thank you, Oscar. Appreciate your time.
Muchas gracias, thank you.